Hey guys, so in this video we're going to be just going over the motivational flyer design using Canva assignment, which is due June 26th before 11:30 p.m. So basically you're going to be creating kind of a graphic using canva.com. It's kind of like a flyer. It will feature your choice of famous visual artist, an image of one of their most famous artworks and one of their quotes. Include a portrait of your chosen visual artist and an image of one of their famous artworks. Place some text in your flyer design in the form of a quote from the visual artist that you chose, and make sure to include the artist's name somewhere in the design. You can bring in images, from Google Images. There may be some photos already in Canva that you can use as well. Make sure that you use at least 2 decorative elements within Canva, such as lines, frames, smiley faces, whatever you want, whatever you think matches your design. Make sure to use the free elements. Maybe come up with a general idea of what you want to do before you log into Canva. Use Facebook or Gmail to log into your Canva account. So you're going to create a custom design from scratch. You can also use a flyer template within Canva, but make sure you customize templates fully so that you kind of make it your own. Definitely by bringing in the background image as the artwork, one of their famous pieces, the portrait of the artist clipped. Clipped is better than bringing them in a box if possible. And then a quote with their name. And then this is one of the decorative elements. It's actually kind of like a quote box that I pulled from the elements in Canva, and then these are lines. So I do have some decorative elements in here from canva.com. So let's go to Canva now. I'll show you how to use this. Actually, I'm going to do this on Chrome instead of Safari. Just works a little better. So if you are a Mac user and you're using Safari, I would suggest logging in with Chrome. Okay, so this is kind of what the inside of Canva looks like once you've logged in. I actually had to figure out my password. I forgot what it was. So we can go up here to create a design, and we can actually do this flyer size. Here it's an 8.5 by 11. So it's going to look like this, 8.5 by 11. And then I'm going to just go on Google and look for, the artist that I'm featuring is Gustav Klimt. I like him. I'm going to feature his Kiss piece because I think it's nice. Find a decent photo. One thing you can do is go to Tools, Size, and go to Large so that we can get better quality images of the Kiss. I guess I should probably be a little bit more specific with my search. So this one's probably going to be relatively big. It's from Wikipedia. If you right click on it, you can open link in a new tab, and then you can get it at full size. So try to get it at full size and then save image as. I'm just going to put it on my desktop. Rename it. You don't have to rename it if you don't want to, but that's just how I do it. So once we're in Canva, we can actually go here. There's templates that we can use, which I don't think are necessary for this particular project. There's elements, which include lines, frames, arrows, circles, squares, like kind of just fun things that you can add in. Some of them are animated, which if I'm asking for a PNG file, you might as well not animate unless you want to save like a GIF. I don't think it'll let you save a GIF. But anyway, uploads, this is where you upload your media. This is text area where you can drag in text. There's more here. You can go through and look at this if you want. But basically, we want to go to uploads, and we're going to upload media. And we're going to go to our desktop, because that's where I saved this. I'm going to go to list view. And this is my Gustav Kiss JPEG that I just pulled from Google Images. And that's going to come into our uploads area of Canva. I can click on that, bring that in as the background image of this, maybe size it up so it fits nicely. And there we go. That's looking pretty good. And then now I need to find a picture of Gustav Klimt. Oops. Himself. Here we go. Images. We want to find kind of a high resolution, if possible. So we're going to look for large ones. So we don't get blurry images. This one might be a good one. I should be saying open image in a new tab. That's kind of not the best looking image. It might not clip very well either, so I might search for a slightly better one. This one might be better. Yeah. So open image in a new tab is actually the best thing to go to. You can control click on this if you're on a Mac, or just do a right click, save image as. I guess I'll put this on my desktop. I'm going to rename it so I can find it easily. And then let's go to background, remove background. So this is a great site for removing backgrounds quickly. You can also do this in Photoshop. It's really easy to do in Photoshop as well. There's actually a remove background button in Photoshop, but so let's go ahead and open that. I kind of went too fast with that. So this is removebackground.com, remove.bg. So you can upload your image here. You click on that, and then I'm going to navigate to my portrait, and then I'm going to push open, and it will automatically remove the background. And you can tell when it's removed because you'll get these checkerboards as the background. So I'm going to re-download this with it removed. It'll download as a PNG file because the PNG file type does allow for a transparent background. So it's going to be a PNG file, which is fine. Let's go back into Canva where we were, and let's go back into the uploads area of Canva. We're going to upload this media that we just downloaded to our desktop. Actually, it went into our downloads folder. So here's the PNG file with the background removed. We're going to upload that. And I can click on that, I can bring that in. It's awfully close to the color, and I kind of want to flip it. So let's see, how do I do that? Oh, right here, flip horizontal. So I can move him around a little bit. I might actually change the color of Gustav as well, because he's not coming off the background very well. So you can go to edit image, and we can, kind of change, maybe get a little bit more. This one's not great. We could do contrast, brightness. You can mess around with those. I might actually change mine to like a duotone. So I might change him to like purple or orange, something that's going to pop off that background a little bit better, but also still look kind of good with it, hopefully. I don't know. I mean, nothing is totally looking amazing. And this image actually is quite dull, so I might kind of try and brighten that up a little bit by using these three sliders and using the edit image. And now I'm going back into Klimt because I'm kind of wondering maybe I should just bring back I don't know if I have. I might just put this back on. I don't know. I could spend all day changing these around, honestly. None of these are looking amazing, but you can actually edit these too and make them custom. So, I don't know. None of them are really popping out as being great. I kind of like the blue, I guess. And so, yep, might change the brightness contrast a little bit on this. Oops, that is way too much. See what happens here. That didn't really help very much. I don't know, I think this image is just kind of not the best image for him. Anyway, you get the point. And then let's see, what else can we do with this? Oops. Let's go into the elements. This is where we can actually bring in lines and decorative elements. I want you to have at least 2 or 3 of these in your image. I'm going to just bring in a couple lines. I can size them, make them smaller. This one you can't change the color of, but you can, it's an image, so you can change some things about it. I might actually size this down a little bit since and I just double clicked on it. And it's not letting me do it. Let's see. I'll make it thinner, I guess. I'm kind of recreating, oops. I'm going to move it now. I'm kind of trying to recreate what I had before on my other piece that I showed you. I don't know if you want to position things, you can bring them forward. I might put him above. And maybe I'll move this Klimt image just slightly to the right because he's on the left. So that looks a little better maybe. There's a little bit more room for him. And I can crop him off a little bit more, maybe. Okay, maybe something a little bit more like that. And let's see, we still need to bring the quote in, so we need to find a quote box. I can search for that here and come up with some sort of quote box. This one might actually work okay. I'm not loving this, but we can change it to be a different color. Maybe I'll find the color I like. So within the Elements panel under Lines and Shapes, I was able to find this quote box, which I really like. I can change the color up here. Typically, if you're clicked on any element, it'll give you your options for that element up here. This one I can't do a lot with. I can change the color and that's about it. So, you know, it seems like white is a pretty decent color for this. So we're just going to go with that for now. I'm not loving the color of Gustav himself, but you know, that's okay. I'm not sure if I'm going to find something that I like. Maybe this blue is a little better, but okay. So, and maybe the brightness on that is a little too high. Okay, so, and then this is where I can find a Gustav Klimt quote. So I'm Googling this. So maybe something like this. All art is erotic. Let's go for that. First one we found there. And I'm going to plug that in. I Command-C that or copy that. Go into text. And then we can actually click the text in that we want to use. Or in this case, I'm just going to actually just add a subheading and Command-V or copy-paste to paste it. Command-V on a Mac, Control-V on a PC. And then something like that. And then we can just do, and then if I want to change like this text to like more of, I don't know, maybe more of like a scripty type font, I can do that over here. And then I can, you know, if I want this a little bit more bold, I can change that as well. You know, maybe I want this. And then maybe I want to make it a little smaller, maybe I want to change the color. You can do a lot here. You can align it differently, you can put effects on it, things like that. But I think this is basically what I'm going for. So I have all of the things that I need really that I was supposed to have in this thing. A quote, picture of the artist, one of his famous works, the name of the artist as well. And so when you're done, you can just do a share, download, and a PNG file. Go ahead and download that, and then that PNG file that downloads, submit that to me in Brightspace by the due date.